A serial killer expert has today revealed the most dangerous criminal he's ever talked to. Christopher Berry-Dee, 76, branded Joanna Dennehy, 41, pure evil, despite also interviewing the likes of Ted Bundy and Rose West. Dennehy knifed 3 men to death in Peterborough, Cambridgeshire, and tried to kill 2 more in Hereford in a murderous rampage in 2013. Dennehy, who killed the trio in Peterborough in 10 days, later told a psychiatrist, "I killed to see if I was as cold as I thought I was. Then it got moreish." She was named the Peterborough Ditch Murderer because she dumped all 3 of her victims' bodies into roadside trenches. Her method of killing was to use a 5-inch pocket knife to repeatedly stab her victims to death in frenzied attacks. Dennehy was sentenced to a whole life term for the cold-blooded murders of Łukasz Slaboszewski, Navy veteran John Chapman, and her landlord Kevin Lee. Mr. Berry-Dee wrote to Dennehy to find out what made her tick and found she was very intelligent and believes he could have been a lawyer. But he also stressed she is the most dangerous killer he has ever had contact with. The criminologist, who has appeared on numerous TV documentaries, added, "When I look at Joanna Dennehy, that woman is pure evil. She's not actually a big person, and the knife she used isn't that big dagger she was pictured holding, but a pocket knife measuring about 5 inches. To walk up to someone in the street like she did and stab someone in broad daylight time and time again the way she did, with blood pouring everywhere, that is just evil." But Dennehy remains behind bars at HMP Low Newton, near Durham, a maximum security prison for Britain's female killers that once imprisoned Rose West. Dennehy, a mum of 2, fell into the wrong crowd before her rampage, Mr. Berry-Dee believes. Mr. Slaboszewski's body was left in a wheelie bin in Peterborough for several days. She then killed John Chapman, 56, who served in the Navy in the Falklands War before falling on hard times and turning to alcoholism, in the bedsit they both lived in by stabbing him in the heart on March 29, 2013. Her third victim was the landlord of her bedsit, Kevin Lee, 48, who was married with 3 kids and had employed Dennehy as an enforcer in the property. After Mr. Lee had confessed to having an affair with Dennehy to his wife, the pair met, just hours after she killed Mr. Chapman, and Dennehy stabbed him. She traveled 140 miles to Hereford with accomplice Gary Stretch, where she randomly stabbed 2 dog walkers, retired fireman Robin Bereza, 64, and John Rogers, 56. Dennehy stabbed them in frenzied knife attacks. Both survived the horrific attacks only because of swift medical intervention. During her search for further victims, Dennehy posed for photos with a huge serrated knife and bragged that she and Stretch were like Bonnie and Clyde, whose gang killed 9 policemen in 1930s America. Dennehy, one of only 2 women in Britain serving a whole life prison term, the other is Rose West, who killed at least 10 women with her partner Fred West.